Hi, my name is Abbey Salyer, and I will be discussing the culture of Japan. So, when it comes to marriage and dating, Japanese couples have to make a confession in order to say that they are officially a thing. If there is no confession made, then the couple may just be friends or maybe they aren't compatible. The stage of confession makes it clear to the couple that they will continue on for marriage. And this is unheard of in Western culture because usually you have to date a couple of times to feel like you're dating. But in a dating relationship, there is no kissing, touching, or hugging in public. Japanese couples value their privacy and they feel as if they will make people around them awkward or uncomfortable if they do it. And only half of Japanese couples live together before marriage. Typically, it is just visiting one another's households and going on dates before meeting the parents. There is no staying the night, but this semi-cohabitation is a new and rare trend in their culture. They also tend to be kind of marriage conscious, especially after they have graduated and gotten their job. Young Japanese people think about marriage as the next step in getting with somebody once they are established. And when it comes to the actual marriage aspect, meeting with the parents is one of the most important things that the Japanese couple have to do. Because if the parents don't approve, the marriage usually doesn't happen. If the parents approve of the marriage, that usually means that the marriage will happen soon. So that's why when people start dating, they usually wait to meet the parents later on because that means marriage will happen soon. So when it comes to family structure, the nuclear family, which used to be popular in the 1950s in America, is the modern way of family and household environment. So meaning having usually one or two children only is the way of life there. And a common family structure that's usually unheard of in Western culture is having a multi-generational household, meaning you could have great-grandparents, grandparents, parents, and younger children all living in the same house. And this involves STEM family lines where a younger generational person will learn from an older generation person and uphold the family traditions and values. Conducting business in Japan usually has been involved around outside sources and cultural aspects within the country. So that means it's important to have a Japanese sounding name, the way you introduce yourself, your age and status, and having a business card is nice. Dressing good is accepted, and modesty, of course, are the many things that are a part of conducting business in Japan. And this culture is a product of reinforcing Confucianism, Buddhism, and Shintoism traditions over modern institutions. So when it comes to Japanese music, the traditional folk music that people hear to represent Japan in movies is still somewhat incorporated in their country today, whether it be in a town square or a remix of it. But beyond that, there is a new genre of music called J-pop, which involves boy or girl bands, and their songs are usually incorporated in anime, TV shows, even video games. And most pop culture music is actually influenced off of Western culture, such as Lady Gaga, Madonna, Katy Perry, all these popular influences in America. And especially with entertainment, the VR systems have boomed with the video game companies and aspects all over the world, not just Japan. Um, Sega with Sonic the Hedgehog, Super Mario Bros. And especially since quarantine happened, the Nintendo Switch has actually been one of the most popular video game consoles to come from Japan and within Japan itself. So they are big with the video game industry. And when it comes to religion in Japan, Shintoism and Buddhism are the two main religions, and what's unique about them is they can coexist and you can worship for both. However, for a regular Japanese person, religion isn't that incorporated into regular life. It's more just for ceremonial things such as baptisms, marriages, and funerals. And when it comes to death and mourning, of course, in Japanese culture, they view it as inevitable, but it is also highly respected of family to be gathered around the person that is about to go. And there's also a belief in the afterlife when someone passes away. That's usually on the Buddhist side, but Shintoism and Buddhism are simultaneously practiced before the loved one passes away. Now, when it comes to healthcare, universal healthcare has already been established in 1961, so everyone has healthcare coverage. And insurance plans, of course, for individuals are going to be different because of workplaces and unions. And the healthcare is extremely well established there. They're equitable and they provide so many services like therapy, physical, mental. The payments are spread out over time to not overwhelm a patient with the fees and the medical expenses as well. And when it comes to the economics, Japanese economy success has really been built on world trade and investing into different manufacturing sectors. And management and culturalization have helped hugely to make Japan internationally recognized as one of the biggest traders in the world when it comes to uh, infrastructure, materials, and just with culture in general, video games especially, a big part of their culture being traded all around the world. And these are my sources. Thank you so much.